Hello and welcome back to the channel, Kelly Legends Media. I was scrolling through YouTube and I came across a segment that was talking about homies that are solid. I guess their definition of solid. And to be very honest with you, I didn't hear the part where they talked about that because they were talking about several other things and I fell asleep. But nevertheless, I thought about what does that mean to me, you know? Like, what does it mean to be solid, or to be a solid homeboard, to be a solid vato, to be a solid man, to be solid, you know? And I guess people have their own definition and their own explanation as to what that means to them, you know? I'm gonna kind of share what I think a solid vato is. Somebody that you could say, hey, that vato's solid, okay? And it's not the ones with all the tattoos and, you know, all over, and you know, the glasses and the tango and the Pendleton, and nah, that's just the rapping. You know what I mean? I know I've met a lot of vatos that are dressed like that, and they're big weenies. You know, not all of them, but I've met guys, you know, that you see them and you wonder, like, you know, what they're about, and ends up they're just not that kind of guy, you know, that you would expect, you know. You know, there's a certain mysticism that comes with somebody who dresses like that, and an impression that they give just by the look, you know, especially if they have a serious look. And if they got that look, some guys got that gangster look, you know. Anyways, I think it has more to do with a person's heart and a person's convictions, and the way that he moves forward with those convictions, you know, things that he believes in, things that are important to him, and and would rock his very core, if his core, if they were not done accordingly. You know, some people can't let some things go because they just feel so strongly about it. They're wired really tight, in my opinion. The guys that are solid, they're wired tight. You know what I mean? They they're strong in their belief. You know what they believe in, and what they feel about being who they are. You know, representing what they're part of. And on top of that, there's other factors I think that plays in, that are really the most important. You know, I don't think you could be a solid vato, man, if you have kids and you're not taking care of your kids. You know, if you're not being a part of their life somehow, you know, or at least try to, because I know sometimes babies' mamas make it hard. You know, sometimes they make it impossible. You know, and that's a shame. You know, kids get used often uh, to hurt a motherfucker, you know? Anyways, that's an entirely different subject. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, part of being solid is being a solid, well-rounded individual. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think there's any room for cowardness in a solid individual, or any room for dishonor or disloyalty to friends and family. You know, I strongly believe that DNA and blood make people you know, related. You know, they have the same relation, the same ancestry. But being loyal and honest and upright with the people you rock with, those people become your family, you know. Also, has nothing to do with blood, you know. And if you're solid as far as your blood relatives and also the family that you grew up with and have became part of your circle, then yeah, I would say that's part of being solid. You know, it involves everything that you do. You know, everything that you do, the way you carry yourself, the way you deal with other individuals. You know, that come at you sideways. You know what I mean? With some bullshit. I think that has something to do, and it's part of being a solid individual. You know, and if you're someone that doesn't say one thing and then say something else later, or say one thing and it's a lie, and then that's how you know a person ain't solid, man, because he's wishy-washy. He's not he's not honest. You can't be a dishonest vato and be solid. you know it's not just being, oh, this vato's a good fighter, he represents the barrio, he never rolled it up. He was in a level 10 prison for 10 years and he came out and he's still rocking. No, that's not a solid homie. But that's part of being solid. You know what I mean? Bato came out, changed his life, man's taking care of his family, his kids. Guy's working, he's not robbing and stealing. He's doing whatever he's doing to make money. Rapping, maybe drawing, maybe he's an artist, a musician, or maybe he picks up some type of trade in prison, comes out and he does the damn thing. And I think that's part of a person being solid. You know what I mean? Anyways, I thought I'd do this video. I thought it'd be an interesting thing to think about. Of course, there's things that are obvious. If you're from some neighborhood and you're in your enemy's neighborhood and you're hiding all your tattoos and you run into somebody, hey, where you from? I say, oh no, Charlie, I don't bang. Obviously, you're not solid and convicted. Have that strong conviction where you come from and who you are. So things like that are the obvious things that you could figure, hey, a person's he ain't about all that he's portraying. Of course, you can't say an individual like that's in any way, shape, or form solid. So, anyways, I just think that being solid entails a variety of requirements. That most definitely involves family. If you're married, it involves your wife. You're a solid husband. You know what I mean? I'm talking about righteously solid individual. Can you be out cheating on your wife and not taking care of your kids and running in the street and be solid? Yeah, to a certain extent. But I'm talking about a completely well-rounded, solid individual. And in my opinion, that entails the way you are with your family, the way you are with your friends, the way you are with yourself. If you're walking around and you're all dirty and scraggly and everything, does that have anything to being solid? I think so. I think that plays a small part in it. If you have the means and the ability not to look that way and represent that way, then you shouldn't. Should always be clean, as clean as can be, dressed appropriately for whatever occasion or situation that you're going to be dealing with throughout the day. And yeah, of course, I think that there's so much that plays into it. But bottom line, I think the The core characteristics of being solid is the honesty and loyalty and commitment that you make to friends and family, you know. In and out of prison, you know. Prison don't even have to be a variable in all this, you know. It could just be an individual that never been to prison, never been to jail, you know. Could be a solid individual, you know, or not. See. Anyways, that's my definition of being a solid vato, being a solid individual, and I'm sure people have different opinions and stuff, and I'm sure I probably left some things out, you know, and some people may disagree on some of the things that I do mention in this video. If you do, either way, for or against, please let me know in the comment section what you think, because I think it's very important for everybody to feel that they're solid individuals, you know. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you made it this far to the end, I really appreciate you. Thank you to all the subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. And hit that like button. Show support for the channel. And let's move this video along. Get it going in the algorithm, and so that it's pressed and shot across more streams, you know. I really appreciate you guys. God bless you. Stay strong, keep your head up, and stay free, people.